Hi, everyone. This is James Patrick, and Florence, Carmela, and I would love to wish everyone a happy post-Easter. We hope everyone had a great time with family, and if you are religious, that your services were amazing as well. Let's get right into it. The two stories that we have, three African-American publications, one MTO News, which is a very popular African-American website. I saw it on BET, and I also saw it on Indisputable with Dr. Rashad Ritchie, a very popular African-American figure on the Young Turks. They have stated that MTO was contacted by an insider in a law firm, and that Chris Rock has hired one of the largest law firms in the country, most powerful, that has been involved in lawsuits with Google, the NFL, and Microsoft. He has hired them as a client to possibly sue Will Smith. Most lawyers have stated that they feel this is as easily a $200 million lawsuit, and that Chris Rock will probably get around $75 to $100 million if he did sue. This might have been the best thing ever to happen to Chris Rock. Anyone following him knows that his shows are now sold out and that his ticket sales have, the prices online have gone up over 60%. He stated in one of his shows that he's not going to comment on this situation unless he gets paid. Some people thought, well, ABC or someone's going to pay him to do an interview, but I think he has much more in store for that. I think he's going to keep quiet for a long time and then come out with a lawsuit against Will Smith and just get as much money out of this as he can. The African-American community has greatly come out against Will Smith and Jada Pinkett, and Will Smith especially kind of lost a lot of street cred, that he was, almost like a puppet to Jada Pinkett, and it's really ruined his reputation as well. And Jada Pinkett's wasn't good to begin with, but it's also hurt her. There are some reports that she has actually gotten a lawyer and is even looking at suing. So I don't know what's going to happen, but lawsuits are definitely going to happen from this. Chris Rock has a year to file charges, but I don't think he will. I think he'll just do the civil lawsuit. But what a mess. Boy, you went from the elegance and the amazing people of Hollywood and the Oscars, the golden age, and then you got the 50s, the 60s. I mean, you got Cagney and Bogart over the years and all these amazing people, and then you got now. It's like, what? It's just unbelievable. It's like we're the hip-hop shows with Snoop and Tupac. It's crazy. Another thing that happened, if you're following it, if you want to follow juicy gossip and you like all that stuff, boy, this Amber Heard, Johnny Depp lawsuit and the trial is just brutal. Speaking of ugly, if you want to see a dramatic, crazy courtroom, just watch the Amber Heard, Johnny Depp trial. What a mess. Amber Heard, 24 years younger than Johnny Depp. I've never considered her a movie star. I don't get her at all. I don't think she's talented. Whatever. She's a pretty lady. That's that's her talent. But I don't get her in any way. Now, she's been divorced with Johnny Depp, but she has gone through an aggressive transition where she has made Depp out as this abusive, very evil man. And the trial is showing a lot different story. Now, if you know anything about Amber Heard, she did get arrested for domestic violence in 2008. She was dating a female photographer, and she grabbed her and hit her in the arm, I guess. So she was arrested, but they made up, and she never pressed charges. The lady in the trial has even stated that it was a misunderstanding. But when someone hits you and grabs you, that's not a misunderstanding. That's domestic violence. So, but she got off on that. I'm sure money changed hands or something. Depp, let's not, I see a lot of people coming out that Depp is this little lamb. Depp, people forget his younger days. He's been arrested for assault. He's paid off people to get off of charges. His bodyguards have been, he's paid off for some of the things his bodyguards have done. Even his bodyguards sued him for him not paying them, and he settled with that. So Depp has had his own issues. The interesting thing that you're seeing is, first of all, watch Amber Heard's responses. She has got issues. Boy, she is just, when someone says something against her, she just looks disgusted. She looks like, wow, how could they say that? Her body language is just so bad. While Depp has been cool and he knows how to play the game. I guess in some of their fights, their marriage counselor, one of the doctors has come out saying some of the things they said. I mean, they really fight. I guess Depp told her one time, no one likes you. You're getting fame from me. You're not famous. And I'm falling out with you, and you're a hoe. So that was Depp said. And the doctor just says that they felt, I think it was Laurel Anderson was the psychologist who said they're mutually abusive to each other. But she did say that during their meetings, that Amber Heard would just talk the whole time. And every time Johnny Depp would speak, she would just yell over him and cut him off. And she said she's just very abusive with her talk, very aggressive. And that sometimes even Depp walked out of the room. Kate James was Amber Heard's assistant, and she tells just horror stories. She took a job as an assistant. You're supposed to get paid, I believe Hollywood assistants get about $50 to $100 an hour. She was getting $25 an hour. When she told Amber Heard she should be getting at least $50, Amber Heard went nuts. She said, when I asked for it, she leapt out of her chair, put her face approximately 4 inches from my face. She was spitting in my face, telling me how dare I ask for a salary like that. And she was eventually fired. An addiction doctor, David Kipper, who was helping Depp get off drugs, said that when he came to the home, that he found part of Depp's finger ripped off and the house in disarray, and he actually saw blood on the walls. Depp had to have his finger reconstructed because of one of the fights that he had with her. He also stated that he didn't really follow the treatment plan. He kept using drugs, he kept using alcohol, but that when he did use it, he wasn't abusive or he wasn't angry, he was just high. The assistant James also stated that Amber Heard was very abusive towards her mom, and that her mom, her late mother, was petrified of her. She said that one time my sister talked to her, and she said my poor sister was treated like a dog that you kick. She said Heard's famous way of abusing her was at 2 or 3 in the morning. She would just literally start bombarding her with text messages, ripping her to shreds, and telling her all the things that she needed to do and how she had failed, and just a very psycho, weird lady. Clinical psychologist at the end also said something that I think we've all dated or been with someone like this. I know how I have. The clinical psychologist described her as having a jackhammer style of talking that made it difficult for Depp or anyone else to get in a word edgewise. People get cut off a lot when she talks. Now, what really damaged Heard is that the doctor actually stated that Heard admitted to Anderson that she had hit, socked, and even hurled a can at Depp during some of their various brawls. She said that he also hit her back and that she could show bruises to prove it. He said she was very dysfunctional and that it was almost a point of pride for her that if she felt she was being disrespected, she would literally start fighting. Her body language during this trial is so bad and so immature, and she is a train wreck. And she dated, don't get me started on Elon Musk, but she dated Elon Musk, I believe, after Depp for a short time, and then moved on. Elon Musk probably said, nah, I'm the narcissist in this relationship. But she's really hurt herself. What do I think will happen? I think Depp's going to get a little bit of money. I don't think he's going to get $50 million, but she definitely did hurt his career. Is he an angel? Heck no. Some people are acting he's so nice. And Kate James, the assistant, did say that she never heard him even raise his voice, that they never really fought around her, but that he was always very kind. He bought gifts for her son, and that she said that was always a great thing. She said also that Amber Heard, when Johnny Depp would talk to her, she would get very angry and upset. So it's just, this Amber Heard is a train wreck. If you want some chuckles, I would follow that. Very funny. And Chris Rock, this is far from over. And I told people this at the start. He is going to milk this, and he's going to get every dollar he can out of it. You guys have a great week. Take care. Be good to each other, and we'll talk to you later.